Aventadors. What's ownership like? Are they reliable? Are they worth it?
Oh, I think they're worth it. The last wild full V12 Lambo you can get your hands on. Single disc.
What does the single clutch do? Bang, bang, bang?
So the single clutch just hits harder. Single disc will give you that second. Even though it is very fast shifting, it still gives you the second of a little bit of decel and then back to like the torque of the next gear kicking in.
And so then when it kicks in, it's more exhilarating in a way?
It is. It's like a baseball bat, just like whoop-ah.
Reliable?
It's exhilarating. It's pretty reliable. Much, much better than the e-gear system of the Murcielago. It connects. It's an all-wheel drive car that is pretty big and pretty heavy. However, what that translates to is something that connects to the ground and launches.
Okay, so it's unique. 700 horsepower all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
unique, a kind of unique.
For me, it's a baby Bugatti, and it's exciting. And when you show up in an Aventador, it's exciting.
It's an impact on the eyes.
And the SVJ
has the V12, the guts, the internals, the pistons, the rods, fairly reliable so far of what you've seen.
I haven't seen any engine failures, from what I see. I'm seeing all of them, and I'm not seeing people race them, but they've been pretty solid, and they did quite a change from the Murcielago to the Aventador in the way that they shaped the engine from the crank and the stroke of the engine.
Okay.
So it's more square, so it's more higher revving. So it really revs for days as well, and sounds.
Tell me some of the maintenance items, like accessory belts. I hear the accessory belt pulleys are plastic, get brittle, and blow.
The accessory belts on this car is a goddamn nightmare, and that's one of the weak spots that I just have to say. It really bothers me a little bit because it just what looks like just plastic Jetta pulleys. Everything is plastic in that whole area. And
Audi.
And I'm like, what?
Just kidding.
It was shocking to me, and it's not an easy job. What I've heard is that like the fluid that runs the F1 system can seep into the actual transmission fluid box. So over time, you want to change the fluid just to keep it all copacetic. I've seen some shock issues as time because it has inbound shocks.
Okay.
Which is super cool looking, but I do think that like seals wear weird over time.
I drove an SVJ.
Yeah, tell me what you thought
I drove
about
an SVJ in the Crest. It was so fast. It shifted so fast. And it was such a freaking bullet train sledgehammer, just bang, 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 that I hit 130 in a blink of an eye. I'm a Bizzarini snob. I love the old Lambos. I love Diablos so much that, I look at those and I look at new cars and I'm like, so cars are going so high tech that it makes the Aventador look old school.